Hello, good morning to my AVL students. I hope you're doing well and everything is going good. This is an AVL Things to Know video update. Just so you know, from time to time, as I notice specific things, I will send out an email or a video to make sure that we're all on the same page. If at any time I share something and it doesn't make sense, I really encourage you to reach out to me, email me, so then we can go over things. So first we're going to talk a little bit about my class schedule. I know you guys know that, or you may not know, I'm sorry, that besides AVL Avid students, I have face-to-face Avid students. So last week and the week before, we started phasing those students in. So they started coming to class every couple of days, depending on what grade level they were in. Well, this week we have officially started 100% face-to-face. And just so you know, I do have face-to-face classes first, second, and third period, sixth and seventh period. I have an Avid conference period fourth, and then I have a teaching conference period fifth. So just so you know, I'm pretty much not going to be available to you during those class periods because I'm in my classroom teaching. If you need some type of immediate response, the best time that you're going to be able to reach out to me is during fourth period or fifth period. Now, I will have some other things. For example, I do have lunch duty, so I won't be available for that 30 minutes, but I still can check my email in case you need something. Let's talk a little bit about attendance. I've been getting some questions. Well, why was I marked absent or this, that? So do understand a couple of things. So since I'm here at school and I am face-to-face, I still have to take attendance every single class period, every single day. Even though you're AVL, some of you are listed in my second period class, which is also face-to-face, and my third period class, which is face-to-face. So what happens, and I put the time frames here, I have to submit that during second period, during third period. So if you don't check in by the end of the class period, and I said see below, I have to mark you absent. But remember, I can always go back in and correct it. So please don't necessarily, not trying to be mean, don't send me all these emails. Well, why was I absent? Why was I absent? Because you didn't check in during second and third period. Now, that's also similar with eighth and ninth period. Now, there is no eighth or ninth period. So what I do is I check attendance by 3 o'clock. After seventh period, packs up and goes, I see, did anybody check in for eighth period or ninth period AVL? I take the attendance. If you have not checked in for eighth and ninth period AVL by 3 o'clock, then I do mark you absent. So that might help with some confusion why some of you are being marked absent during the day. Now, I know that you have until 11:59 p.m. to check in, but I still have to submit attendance each class period each day. The rule says I can go back and I can review attendance and I can make corrections. So this is how that works. The next school day during fourth period, because remember I have class first, second, and third. During fourth period, I'll go back in, I'll look for AVL students who checked in anytime after 3 and before 11:59, and I can physically correct your attendance. If you did not check in, if you do not submit assignment, if I have not talked to you in some which way, form, or fashion on that day, I have to mark you absent. Even if you forgot, you're going to be absent. Please do not ask me to check throughout the day. This doesn't happen that much, but please do not ask me to check throughout the day because, again, I'm in class. I will check it each class period. I will check it at 3 p.m. and I will check it the next day. All right. Now, please make sure you write down this code word. You're going to have to turn that into me at the end of the presentation. Now, another issue that we're having, guys, is the check-in form. And I even left a video on this, but it's still happening. So your check-in form is for attendance. So then I can try to mark you present. You should only complete the check-in form for the school day we're on. So for example, I'm making this video on September the 14th. You should only do the check-in for September the 14th. Do not go back and do the 13th or the 10th or the 9th, because then that messes things up. And no, I can't mark you present if you missed. You only have until 11:59 that same day. So please don't go back and do any of the check-in forms from old days, because it doesn't help. I don't mark you present if you didn't check in, and it just adds more clutter to my check-ins, okay? Now, the next one, guys, is going to be assignments. Please make sure you're aware that you do have due dates. A lot of people submitted late assignments and are actually still submitting assignments from the first 3 weeks of school. For the first 3 weeks, I did not take any late points off. I let you turn them in. But guys, starting today, the 14th, you will receive points off of your assignments if they are submitted after the due date. I do know that you're at home. I do know you may be helping siblings. I do know that you have other classes besides Avid. So I'm trying to be reasonable with the assignments that I give you and the time frame to do them. So you need to make sure that you're paying attention to your due dates. That is why you have an Avid planner if you watch the video over Avid Planning. Your second code word is jackets. Please make sure you write that down. Now, something that I didn't go over when it comes to assignments, so I want to make sure that I review, guys. Some of your assignments in Google Classroom actually do not need to be turned in because you're doing them somewhere else. For example, we did the Ed puzzle with the leading with lollipops. Oops, I forgot. Leading with lollipops video, right? Well, that is not something you could turn in on Google Classroom. You actually turned it in through Ed puzzle. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. If it is an assignment that is at a different website, you're going to come in here and you're going to just click mark as done when you finish. So I go to Ed puzzle, I watch the video, I answer the questions, then I'm going to come back to Google Classroom, click mark as done, so then it's turned in. Then I will know to go to Ed puzzle and look for your answers. Now, if it is an actual assignment that needs to be turned into Google Classroom, for example, I told you guys to take screenshots, then that's where you're going to add the attachment and you are going to physically turn it in at Google Classroom. Now, I'm going to ask for a favor and I'm going to stick with this. Late assignments. The problem, guys, with some of ours, if you don't click that it's done, and if it's in a different website like Edpuzzle or Nearpod, I will not always know that you've turned in late work. So on this presentation, you're going to see this link that says late work turn in. And if you click on it, it will take you to a Google form. You'll put your last name, your first name, class period, assignment you need me to look for. So this is if you're turning it in late, the date that it was due and the date you submitted it. When you send that to me, guys, I'm going to be checking that form at the end of the day every day. So then I can go in and I can give you credit for your late assignments. Guys, if you don't fill that out, I will not know to go look for your late assignments. Yes, I apologize. It is an extra step, but it will help me help keep your grade up to date. Because remember, I have a certain number of students here in person and I have a certain number of students that are at home learning. So it will help both of us out. Now, I need you to also make sure that you go to the stream and see if I sent a group update. If there isn't one, then email me. Sometimes throughout the day, I get email after email after email asking a question or making a comment, first let me say it is great. I am here for you to send emails to. That is my job. I'm not saying that. But sometimes when it is a group issue, it affects a lot of you, then I will put something on the stream. So for example, when the Nearpod didn't work on Friday, I started getting emails, which I appreciate because I wouldn't have known that it wasn't working. So what I did is I put a message on the stream, but then I kept getting emails. And this is what that's going to look like. So remember, when you go to your Google Classroom, you notice it says stream right here. This is kind of like, think of Facebook when you're on your page and it goes there. So notice I posted something today, 9/14 assignment update. Here are the videos from the second Nearpod if you cannot open them. So I posted both the videos. If you scroll down, look, I posted this morning. Your assignment for today will be posted by 11:30. Keep going. On the 10th, several students have shared they cannot watch the videos on Nearpod. I will try and fix it by the end of the day. So all I'm asking, guys, is come here, look to see if I have left a group message. And if there's not something there that updates you with a link not working or a video, then please email me. I want to try to help you any way possible. Your next keyword is Texans. Now, online tutorials. Guys, I am going to be setting up an online tutorials for AVL students Monday and Wednesday from 3:15 to 4 o'clock. This is the link. It's going to be a Google Meet. Doesn't matter if it's one person or if it's 10 people. If you want to ask me about an assignment, if you want to ask me about binders, if you just want to say hi, especially because some of my freshmen, I've never met some of you before, then please feel free to join me. Now, I will say this, and I want you to pay attention. So 3:15, I'm going to turn it on, and if nobody shows up for like 5-10 minutes, I might walk away from the computer, but I will still leave it on. If you know you're going to join Google Meets, but let's say you can't join on till like 3:40, maybe send me an email, and that way I can make sure that I keep everything up. I want to be available during that time for you guys. And so hopefully, even if you just stop in and say hi, that would be great. All right, so that's your update for today. To submit this assignment, you should have 4 code words, including Red M&M. That's my favorite guy, the Red M&M, the little character on the commercials. I love him. So you have 4 code words, and remember, I showed you. So you're going to come here. I'm trying to find the assignment page. Boop, boop, boop. Here where it says assignment, when I put this in, you're going to put your answers right here in the private comment with the 4 code words. Guys, reach out to me if you need help. Hopefully some of these updates clarified a few things. Hopefully I didn't confuse you more. And please check in on those Google Meet tutorials. I'd love to see some of you guys that I haven't seen for a while. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.